Hello guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. In this tutorial, I am going to discuss how we add the verification in a JSON API response. Okay, so I will basically discuss here the JSON response data, not XML. In next other tutorial, we will discuss how we validate the XML. But in this tutorial, I am only going to verify the JSON response data. Okay, so this is the previous tutorial example what we have written and discussed. Okay, so I'm proceeding from that test cases, steps. So like suppose that here is the test. Okay, this is the post test. When I send this request, then we will get the JSON response data. This one. Okay, now as we have verified only two things. One is the status code and second is the content type, but there are still required to validate other values. We can verify we are getting the expected JSON value, we are getting the correct names, category name or not. Okay, we are getting the status as expected or not. So here we have some class, right, which will help us to verify. So first of all, I need to import the class. So what class we need to import? There is a org dot, okay, amchrist. There are major classes. Okay, matches. This is the matches. Okay, so it has multiple methods. All the methods are static, so that's why we can directly use a static import, right? So I am going to use this by static import, and you can see here there are multiple methods are available. Contains equal. Okay, so now like suppose that I am going to use the equal, so I will call import the equal to method. Okay, and next I am going to verify that we are getting the name equal to doggy or category id equal to string, this like name. Okay, so let me give some other name here, logical name. Cat cat, this is the cat. Okay, so in response the tag name is the cat is also, let me give tag 1. Okay, so in response we will get this and we will verify. I have imported this class, we need to import this as a static way. Okay, so we are getting the response, JSON response in response object. Okay, so how we validate? So we can, as we discussed in previous session, like we have three sections. One is the given, okay, second is the when, and third is the then. So we can call the then response dot then method. Okay, then here we can use the body. Like suppose that I am going to verify the body text, we can call the body. Okay, in body I am going to verify here the category name equal to this. Okay, so this is the object, uh, JSON object, right? So this is the coming on root, so we can directly call this here category. Okay, like this, category dot id, and then bracket, and this category id we are expecting pet. So I will add here expected value, and this value I will use using the equal, like this, equals. Okay, equal to this method. Okay, this equal to equal two method is a matcher method, which will verify category ID which we are getting from JSON equal to pet cat. Okay, next we can again verify other values like by calling body. Okay, body equal to, then suppose that I am going to get the ID or going to get the name. Okay, so this name is coming on root, so directly we can use the name as well as the cat. Okay, here you can see this is coming directly at a root. This is like category name is directly, and then its value. Next, here we need to call the equal. We will add the equal, then it will automatically verify the value. Okay, next we can call again dot body. Okay, and then now suppose that I'm going to verify tag value. So you can see this tag is a array type. Okay, so here we can call the tag then first value, tags first value. I will call here the index and then id, and this tag id equal to 0. So this is the first value, first list array value. Okay, so I will pass here the 0, so equals 0. So this is integer value, so I will put here only integer, not string. Next, suppose that I am going to verify more value. Body, and then I am going to verify name. So tags dot name we can pass like this. Okay, why I'm passing here the index 0? Because this is the array type and this category is object type and its value is string. Value is here, I'm passing tag 1, so I will verify with tag 1. Next, I can verify, we can also use and, because this is working as a BD style. So then body. Okay, here we can pass the status and then available equal to available. So this will verify the JSON data, JSON string. Okay, and let me run and show you. Now I'm running this post method. Yeah, you can see one test, few values are failed. Okay, here we are getting 0, but pet cat. Okay, let me. Okay, so I am passing here the ID. So its ID equal to 0. 0, right? That's why this is failed. So we can put here 0 because category ID is 0. If we want to verify the category value, then we can use the, if you want to verify the category name, then we can put here the name, and name equal to pet cat. So if we miss, is our expected value is not coming, okay, from in response, then this test will fail. As you can see here, the test is failed because the expected pet cat, but this is getting 0. Let me run again. And next value is failing for the tag getting 0, but I am passing here tag id name. So this is also we need to update here. Okay, so this is tag name equal to tag 1. Now this will pass. Okay, you can see test is getting failed. So if any value is mismatch, then this test will fail. So using this approach, we can verify the JSON expected values in API's response. Okay, so we can also add these type of a session in our other test. Okay, like in get API, post API, put API, delete API, we can do that. Okay, similar way. Okay, so now in next tutorial, we will discuss how we pass the value, how we get the value from a response, okay, and store in variable and pass those values in next request. Like suppose that here, if I am talking, I am creating here the pets, okay, then I will get this ID, this ID. So this ID we need to pass in a post put request, okay, this ID. Why we need to pass this? Because if this id is not available, suppose that this is deleted, so if this id is not available, then in that case our test will not work. Similar type, if this id is not available and if I am trying to run the delete method will not execute. So here we will make some dependency. First post test will run, that will insert the data in the database, like that will create a pet, and we will get those id, those id pet id we will use for the update as well as the delete method. So in that way, our test will always execute. Otherwise, if this resource ID is not available in database, our pet delete method will start failing. Okay. So in next tutorial, I will show you how we fetch the data from one response and we can pass in other request. Okay. Thanks for watching the video.